Hello there. Some time ago, a doctor told me that I need to get my lifestyle right, change my lifestyle, or I will be on insulin for the rest of my life. That was scary. Did I change? Just a little bit, okay? I bought myself a second-hand bicycle and I started cycling, but that wasn't enough because I still ate the same. My other lifestyle did not change until recently when the nurses came around to our complex. I live in a complex for the elderly, and they checked my blood sugar levels, and it was a whopping 26 millimoles per liter. Yeah, the nurse looked with big eyes at me and said, "You could have gone into a coma." Oh, she gave me the scolding of my life. I mean, here I am, a 71-year-old, and this lady, much younger than me, just gave it to me. I mean, she shocked me. After I got such a nice scolding from the nurse, my wife and I went back home, and I started researching about diabetes because I knew nothing about it. Some of my family members got diabetes, I discovered later, but none of them spoke about it. It's like in the culture where we are here in South Africa, in my culture, it's taboo to speak about those things. And when you do, it's like everybody just holding up a trophy and say, "Hey, I'm diabetic, I'm type 2 diabetic." You know, so my family members don't really speak about that. So I'm here and I'm sharing my journey with you all. Where I come from, I was size 44 pants and I weighed 104 kilograms when I started. And the doctor told me the first time to change my lifestyle. And when I got to the nurse, yes, through cycling, I brought it down a little bit, but not much. I was 96 kilograms and my blood sugar was 26. So I'm going to share with you part of my journey and how I got to becoming 84 kilogram, completely free of any diabetic medication, and I can get into a size 39 pants. I prayed about my situation and my diabetes, and I took it to God. I said, "God, I need healing. Heal this body of mine." And there was no thunder or no lightning and no bells ringing and no writing on the wall. There was nothing. But after a while, there's something dropped in my heart. And the words are like this: "Unless God builds the house, you build in vain." It's like, okay. And then I asked God for wisdom how to go about it, because there was some lesson, something that I had to learn about this. And I started doing a lot of research about diabetes. During the research, I met Jessie Inskapay. I hope I got her surname right, but she's well known or famous for the glucose goddess. You can type her name in the web browser, the glucose goddess, and you can check her website out. She's got lots of things. She also wrote a few books, and she's on YouTube, on Instagram, and all those places. And as she was sharing, I discovered that whoa, a lot of the things that she was mentioning, I've got. So I'm going to share with you the symptoms before I give you the 4 principles that she gave. 4 hacks, only 4, and I followed it to the T. And let me tell you something, that works. But first, let me give you all the symptoms that I had. If you got some of the symptoms that I will be sharing right now, the chances are that you may be insulin resistant. Number one. Now I'm not going to mention them. Number one, I had skin tags. Yep, sometimes they look like a ton of grapes that were hanging down here. My eyesight deteriorated, especially driving at night. I couldn't drive at night properly. It was nerve-wracking. I was obese and I had man boobs. Yeah. And fatigue, loss of energy. All those things happen, and I used to snore quite a lot. And most of all, this is what happened as well: irritability. I got angry quick. I couldn't handle stress. And guess what? The wife suffered, because sometimes I would just flare up and take things out of her. So diabetes is, I can mention it, it's dangerous, all right? But it can be cured, it can be controlled. And I was on metformin and other products to lower my cholesterol, and I bought tons of other diabetes tablets and things, and spent quite a bit of money on those things, and they helped, okay? They brought it down, but not to my liking and not to the doctor's liking. I was on metformin and cholesterol lowering drugs and other diabetic medication. I even went out and bought other stuff to see if it could help me, and it brought it down a little bit, okay, but not the way I wanted it to. And the side effects of those things were terrible. I've been using it for nearly a year at that time, and I couldn't handle I had headaches, nausea, leg cramps at night, diarrhea. It just didn't work with me. My body was not happy with all the medication that I've been receiving. To talk about medication, let me just tell you something. If I have a headache, I can take one Panado tablet or one paracetamol, and it will work like that, and my headache will be cured. If I take 2 tablets, I'll have to sleep it off, because that's just what medication does to me. Here are the 4 hacks from the Glucose Goddess. Number 1, apple cider vinegar. Number 2, savory breakfast. Number 3, eat your food in the right order. Number 4, movement. And I added a number 5, which is hardcore, intermittent fasting. Hack number 1 of the Glucose Goddess is apple cider vinegar. Take a full tablespoon in a glass of water, mix it, and drink it before your main meal. If you find that it's too much acidity for your teeth, what you can do is put a straw in there and drink it with a straw. Number 2, savory breakfast. Cut out all morning sugars like cereals, jam, fruit juices, sweet treats, cornflakes, those things. Just cut them out. Okay, they got a lot of sugar and a lot of carbs, which will spike your sugar levels. Build your breakfast around healthy proteins and fats. My go-to is 3 eggs and whatever I can mix with it. I've become hooked on broccoli. I love broccoli with everything, but you can put anything like cheese, bologna, whatever, sausage topped up, chicken breast cut up. Change the breakfast, okay? Be creative in what you do. Put tomato on it, cucumber, all those things. If the breakfast that you eat in the morning does not last you for 4 hours, you did not eat enough. Eat a bit more. Okay, it means you didn't get enough protein as well. So let me explain. Think of your body as your pancreas and your liver as engines. If you eat non-stop, those engines will also work non-stop. So give them a 4-hour break. Give them a rest so that they can recover and you move on to the next thing. Number 3, eat your food in the right order. When you sit down to eat for lunch or dinner, you must change the order of what goes into your mouth. Always eat rich fiber vegetables first, and then follow the proteins, fats, and touch your carbs and starches last. Hack number 4 is movement. Move, say about 15 minutes after you finish your main meal. Try to move, okay? Get up, go do the dishes, or go for a walk. If you can't do that and you're sitting by a desk or somewhere behind a table, do calf raises, right? They say that's another muscle to the heart, or another heart. It will help you burn glucose that's coming into your body. Hack number 5, intermittent fasting. This is hardcore. You eat between a period, an 8-hour period, and then you fast for 16 hours. Now remember, when you break for your fast, do not eat any sugary stuff, savory or veggies or eggs or whatever, but just don't eat sugary stuff. And one of the key things you need to do is to exercise. All right, I've got some senior citizen exercises that I've made up. Do press-ups against the table, do squats with the table, helping me for balance, and be creative. Do exercise as well. That is key to your intermittent fasting. There you have all the hacks that I've shared with you, and alongside the metformin and all the other products that I use for my body and intermittent fasting, I am now completely free of any medication, and I stopped on the 17th of January 2026, and I'm still going strong. So diabetes can be beaten. Type 2 diabetes can be beaten and controlled. To make these 4 hacks and intermittent fasting a little bit easier for you, I've made an A4 page, 4 A4 pages, and I put everything down there, and you can get it in the link. You can go buy it. $7, but if you go for the first 100 people, you get it for $5 only. The link will also be at the bottom in the description. So there you have it. Thank you. Catch you again next time, and please let me know in the comments how you're doing, if you started these 4 hacks, what struggles you have, and let's just encourage one another and see how things go. All right. Thank you. Bye.